Hello and good afternoon, everyone. This is Cindy Wong, your host and book curator of Eight Letters Bookstore and Publishing, and welcome to another book talk. Well, another weekend of book talk where we have two writers. Okay, basically, these are two writers with books we launched in the recent Manila International Book Fair. Um, so as you can see on our caption, we have Davel Albo and Scriblerry. We'll be talking about a collection of prose and poetry, and another one is a novella. For the prose and poetry, it's entitled Aster Approximation for A Time Misplaced. Para naman doon sa ating novella, it's entitled Marahuyo. Okay, so these two books have been our bestsellers. Okay, so maganda talaga na i-match natin silang dalawa for these very special book talk. I am now live at the Frankfurt Book Fair here in Germany. So, well, work never stops, even on a weekend, because, we just have to keep on pushing yung mga Filipino books natin dito, like not just locally but also internationally. So that's why we're here. In a few, I'll be introducing firstly Scriblerry muna. We'll talk about the novella Marahuyo, which has sold over 100 copies sa Shopee. So yes, yay! Let's give her a round of applause if you're watching right now. Please, feel free to leave in the comments kung may mga questions kayo sa mga authors natin, because this is now your chance to talk to them. And ayun nga, kung may questions kayo about their books, this is the best time definitely para kung hindi pa kayo sure kung bibilhin nyo ba yung book nila, this is the best chance na magtanong or makinig what their book is all about. Okay, so without further ado, I would like to introduce you all to the author of Marahuyo, Scriblerry. Okay, what is the book all about? Let me read this. Okay, have you ever met someone for the first time and wondered if they'd become an important part of your life or pass by like a fleeting breeze? So, Arian Valerio never thought of that when she met 𝐁𝐎𝐿 at the waiting shed. Their first meeting seemed insignificant at first, but as fate weaved its threads, their encounters multiplied, leading to an unexpected journey of emotions. Arian finds herself entangled in feelings she never anticipated. Falling for him was the last thing on her mind. In this heartwarming tale of youthful love, follow Aryan's blossoming affection and the magic of unexpected connections. All right, so Scriblerry, come on stage. Hello.
Hello po.
Hello, Scriblerry. So welcome to Eight Letters Book Talk. Thank you for gracing the show. Can you tell us more about yourself? We want to talk about the author muna bago natin puntahan yung nitty-gritty ng book itself.
So, hello, I'm Scriblerry. I'm 21 years old, a college student from Mindanao State University. So, I'm as a writer, most of the genre that I write is teen fiction, or sometimes I write poetries. And in this year, or probably next year, I'm going to try the fantasy genre.
Wow. Okay. Nice. So Scriblerry, you're from Mindanao, and I think this just shows, no, na dumadami yung writers ng eight letters coming from this part of the world, from this region. So Scriblerry, so sabi mo next year fantasy, but this time around you're doing sort of is this a romance story, itong Marahuyo?
Yes, it is a romance, pero mostly teen fiction siya. So, yung setting niya is sa school at sa mga high school love.
Okay. So high school love. So far, paano yung naging process mo sa pagsusulat ng Marahuyo? Because if I'm not mistaken, this is a product of the Novella Challenge.
So, opo, yes, product po siya ng 30 days novella challenge by 8 letters. So, first po kasi is gusto ko siyang, nung nag-isip ako ng plot, gusto ko yung light lang yung plot since as a college student, pinagsasabay ko yung writing saka academic. So, gusto ko yung light lang, yung magaan lang sa dibdib na sinusulat, yung wala ka masyadong iniisip na malalim. So, kaya naisip ko na isulat yung Marahuyo kasi na since I am a product of bago kasi nag-pandemic is senior high school ako. So, kumbaga, nung nag-college na ako is, kumbaga, na-shock ako since first time kong nagkaroon ng setting na college. So, gusto kong, kumbaga, is i-reminisce yung experience ko noong high school. So, sa story na Marahuyo, may mga scene doon na masasabi ko na nangyari talaga in a real life situation.
Oh, so inspired siya of real events.
Yes.
Okay, so na-mention natin kanina, no, yung two main characters. So, can you tell us more about these two main characters? Si Aryan and the other one is...
Si Gian Chavez po.
Ayun. So, from what perspective ito, sabi mo kanina, light siya, it's a light story, tapos basically, their experiences is that in college or in high school?
In high school po. Pero
In
may
high
part
school.
po sa story na nag-transition po sila into a college student.
Okay. So, ano yung masasabi mong naging challenge dito? Challenge mismo sa story. Sino yung parang, of course, we have the two main characters. Do you think, ano or sino yung parang naging counterpart, yung challenge, yung struggle na pinagdaanan ng dalawang characters na to? Or is it just meeting that person for the first time?
I think yung pinaka nag-struggle po sa story is yung main character natin na si Aryan since first time niya po kasing, kumbaga is first time niya pong nagkaroon ng crushes or nakaramdam ng ganong feeling kaya naninibaguhan po siya. So, nung unti-unti niya pong nare-realize na may feelings po siya kay Gian sa main character na lalaki is nahihirapan siya itong i-accept since naninibaguhan siya, hindi niya alam kung anong yung gagawin niya sa feelings niya.
Oo, I'm sure maraming makaka-relate sa libro na to, sa Marahuyo. Ipapakita ko lang no yung book cover nito. It's now available on our website and also sa Shopee. Sabi ko nga kanina, it's a best-selling book. It's only 270 pesos. It's printed in cream paper. And it's about like 5 by 7.5. Yan yung book size natin for Marahuyo. I would say, sabi ko nga, it's a bestseller. Anong masasabi mo? Like, bakit ito yung naisip mong isulat? Kasi sabi mo, next year, magsusulat ka na ng fantasy. Bakit, like, why this time around? Why romance? And have you always wanted to be a romance writer? Kasi, if I'm not mistaken, Scribbler siya, you also have a Facebook page. And
Yes,
you have been building your fan base there. Ano ba yung usual na mga sinusulat mo?
Nagsisimula po talaga, parang forte ko po talaga is teen fiction saka romance. Nung nagsimula po talagang akong nagsulat is mostly mga teen fiction yung sinusulat ko kaso nalalagay lang siya sa draft or hindi siya napapublish. So, ayun nga, mostly talaga is teen fiction yung or romance yung sinusulat ko na mga story.
Okay, but why the jump naman to fantasy next year?
nabibilib kasi ako sa yung mga world building ng mga fantasy story. Gusto kong i-challenge yung sarili ko at i-try yung ganong genre kasi isa rin akong bookworm. So, madalas is nagbabasa ako ng books between romance or fantasy. Kaya nafa-fascinate ako na i-try rin isulat ang magsulat ng fantasy story.
Okay. So, how about, okay, medyo we're nearing the end na. Pero do you have a copy of the book right now? Baka pwede
Yes
nating
po, meron.
maipakita. Ayan, sige, pakita naman natin. Tapos, ayun, Marahuyo, ayan po. Are you able to read us an excerpt from the book? Maybe your favorite part of it.
Kaso na mga spoiler.
Ay, sorry. I was saying, baka pwede mo kaming basahan ng excerpt from the book.
Kaso na ba? Baka merong spoiler na masabi dito sa story.
Okay, ingat. Kahit mga ano lang, kahit isang page lang, para magkaroon tayo
Sige.
ng patikim sa ating mga readers ngayon, mga viewers, na hindi pa sure kung bibilhin ba nila yung libro na to. Ayan, maraming salamat sa mga nagko-comment ha. Ayan, tanungin nyo na kung may mga questions kayo sa author. This is your chance para masagot tayo ni Scribbler Shy. And also, kung hindi nyo pa follow si Scribbler Shy, please do. Ayan, hanapin nyo lang yung Scribbler Shy sa Facebook. At marami siyang mga pinupost, not just about the book, but also yung iba niyang mga works. Yeah, so whenever you're ready.
So, pwedeng scene na lang yung basahin ko.
Sure. Sige. Go ahead.
Dito sa part na to is, wait lang. Nang maabutan ako ni Julie ay mahina siyang tumawa habang hinihingal. Bakit ang bilis mong maglakad ngayon? Kasi malilate na tayo, palusot ko. Hindi parang may iniiwasan ka doon. Wala, bilisan mo, malilate na talaga tayo. Bigla niya akong kinurot sa tagiliran. Crush mo na, no?
Okay, walang spoiler doon. Pero,
Wala.
okay, wala. Okay,
Hint lang, parang
napakamaingat.
hint.
Hint, it's a hint. Crush mo na, no? Okay, so parang light lang. Ayan, nakikita ko si Dave, gumingiti siya sa sa backstage. Ayan, dapat magbasa ka rin ng excerpt. Okay. So, Scribbler Shy, thank you for reading that excerpt. Ayun. So, yes, it is indeed a very pretty book. Can you tell us more about the cover? Kasi ikaw rin ba ang nag-design itong cover?
Nung nag-offer kasi ang 8 letters na book maggawa ng book cover. Kaso meron kasi akong friend na artist. So gusto ko
Mm-mm.
yung art style niya kaya nag-reach out ako sa kanya at nagbigay ng description ng illustration. Kaya ayan yung naging outcome ng book cover.
So, ayan po yung waiting shed. So, yan, nagets na natin yung book cover. Ayan, Scribbler Shy, saan ka namin ulit pwedeng i-follow and ano yung mga dapat pa namin abangan from you?
I have my Facebook page and TikTok. I'm also active on TikTok. And I have some Twitter. You can check my card, which is scribblershy.card.com. Nandun po yung mga social media accounts ko na pwede ma-assess or ma-follow. And for my future plan, meron kasi akong ongoing pa rin na story. Hindi siya as in ongoing. Natapos ko siya noong 2020 pero under reversion po siya which is The Lock Hearts. Available po itong story on Wattpad kaya sa mga gustong magbasa na pwede nyo rin siyang itry. Teen fiction rin po yung story na yon.
Ayan, we're very much looking forward to that, Scribbler Shy. And once again, thank you for gracing our book talk here on a Saturday. I know you're very busy. You're a student and ayan, nagsusulat ka pa. Maraming salamat. And you guys, please do Scribbler Shy a follow and also get a copy of the book. Ayan, na-sold out na yung 100 and I'm sure meron pang ibang stocks, no? May iba pang stocks si Scribbler Shy. So, you
Opo,
can order
busy
from
po
her
akong
directly.
magpakay ng orders.
Oo, ayan. Ayan, signed orders. Kung gusto nyo ng signed orders, please order to her directly. Ayun, thank you, Scribbler Shy.
Thank
Maraming
you po.
salamat. Okay, bye. Ayan, so maraming salamat, Scribbler Shy. So up next, we'll talk about naman the book. Okay, ni-launch natin nung Manila International Book Fair. So this book is written by Davel Albo and we've met him sa Philippine Book Fair. Doon nag-start ang ating collaboration with him. But babasahin ko muna yung blurb ng Aster Approximation for a Time Misplaced. So this is Dave Albo's debut poetry collection containing poems both old and new, compiled and arranged to create something more than the sum of its parts. Each page is a passionate scattering of the author's design, honest yet elaborate, messy yet deliberate, and unabashedly esoteric, all of which come together to speak of love, loss, and the spaces we must navigate in between. Ayan, so without further ado, may I invite Dave here on stage. Hi!
Hi, Ma'am Cindy.
Ayan, wag na ma'am. Ayan. Welcome, welcome. So, kamusta Dave? Pag-usapan muna natin kung how did you come up with this book? Kasi this is not your first book.
It
Tama
is. It
ba?
is my first book. Wow.
It is your first book. Okay, kasi pumunta ka na rin before sa Philippine Book Fair. So wala kang binenta doon. So ito yung first mo talaga na book.
Yes po.
Ayan. So how did you come up with this book? Yung Aster Approximations. Ayan, for a time is place. And what does the title mean?
Good question po, no? So, talking about the book first, I've been writing since I was young, very young. I would say starting 2016. And I didn't really write any of my poems with the expectation that I would one day publish them. But when I went to the Philippine book fair I think that was in the World Trade Center, no? Um, I was able to meet one of my professors in senior high, and then we got to talking about what she's been up to, and basically, I was very inspired at the time. And then she said, "Why not try to write a book? Let's try to chase down the Manila International Book Fair." So I did, and here I am. The poems in the book, again, date back to 2016, as well as some of the more recent poems that were written for the book itself. I would say that um, I didn't really have any plans going into the book, but when I sat there looking at all of my pieces, I said I wanted to make something that is not just like a simple collection. I wanted, like the blurb says, I wanted to be more than the sum of its parts. So I arranged it in a very certain way, and there's also some illustrations as well as some very specific ano ba, like formatting that I did, and I'm hoping na the readers are able to see past what's just written on the page and maybe gain some insight on why it might have been written and stuff like that. As for the title again is Aster Approximations for a Time Misplaced. I've developed a reputation for having really strange and again esoteric titles. Um, Aster is a type of flower, and it's very, very meaningful to me. There's a lot of associations that it has with a lot of different people in my life. And uh, I wrote Aster Approximations because I felt like something about people, there's so many things about people that you can't really capture in just one word or just one sentence, even a paragraph or even a book. You can always uh, it's very easy to say things, but you won't always capture everything. So I try to make approximations. And for Time Misplaced, this is a journey. It's been a very big journey for me writing the book. And the book itself is about me. It's my journey throughout the years. Of course, it's a bit twisted to give it um, its own narrative, its own spice. Of course, there's a lot of things in the book that I personally have not gone through. There's some stuff there about having a family and having children. Of course, I don't have any of that. I'm still a college student, no, but it's very much based on my journey throughout the years, and I don't really have an intended experience for the book. I have my own interpretation, but I feel like if someone is able to take away something from the book and come up with their own interpretations, that's equally as valuable. And
Nice. Okay. Medyo nasagot mo na mostly yung tanong ko. But kasi, 8 letters, we've got tons of poetry books. Now, I want to know, you did mention, you talk about love and loss, having a family, and all that sa book na to, Aster Approximations. But then, the question now is, why would people read this? Why should they read this?
I would say the thing that I can celebrate most about this book is how unabashedly like authentic it is. There's a lot of experiences that, of course, I had to bend a bit, take some literary spice and change it a bit. But I would say that it's very much authentic, and all of the things that you may find in the book. Sometimes it's messy, sometimes it's very emotional. I would say that it serves as a mirror for other people to see that not everyone goes through life having just one journey or just one experience. We all have our own difficulties and our own challenges. I feel like a lot of the times when you read books like these, it's very easy to be like, that experience on paper is just what it's been for this person. It's not like that for everyone else. And to some degree, it still kind of is, because again, it's very, very personal. But I would say that once you see the struggle, once you see how the persona in the book goes through all of these difficulties and takes their time to actually grow and develop, I would say that it's a book that a lot of people will be able to relate to.
Okay, so which poem ang masasabi mo pinaka-paborito mo talaga? And are you able to read an excerpt of that today?
Oh, that is tough. There's a lot of poems that I really do quite like, and it does differ depending on which part of the book you're looking at, because it represents the different parts of the persona's journey, and pretty much my journey as well. But I'll grab one from the start of the book. This is
Yan.
called "I Found the Sun on the Sidewalk." Even in our old house, the ghosts asked for love. These days, I sleep in the streets with only concrete and asphalt for company. The streets are often cold and empty. At times, I think of wishing that they were never here at all, but at some point down the road, they connect me to you, and that is enough. To move, to live, to see what else this silly little world can give. I want to believe that that is enough. So that's one of the poems at the start of the book, and I feel like it's very evocative of what the whole book is about. Like, this is a journey that we're going through, and this poem goes through that entire journey and also says, "I am here right now, and I don't know where I'm gonna go, but that's enough. I'll take it from here." Something like that.
Okay, and would you say na that would be the usual length of each poem in the book? Na parang mabilis lang siya. It's easy to read, less than 1 minute. Tapos, pero mas matagal mo siyang i-digest.
I would say so. There's a lot of different lengths of poems in the books, actually. There are some that's only 3 lines. But with how the book is arranged and how some things are written, I feel like it's the type of book where you could read it again and again, and you might be able to see, like, or figure out different things each time. So I really like it in that way.
Oo. Okay, so that's interesting because I mean we all try to talk about, as poets, we try to talk about our own journeys, no, magkakaiba. Ayan. Pero, we all have that, I would say, cliche kind of theme. Now it's the journey, it's not really the destination. But do you think you have something new to offer?
As far as a unique
Sorry, pang Miss
experience,
Universe.
Oo nga po eh. As far as it being a new experience, that's a very difficult question to answer. And ever since I started like really getting serious about writing, I've always been
Mm,
thinking, as a writer, what can I offer? Because
mhm.
there's so many books now, there's so many poets even that
So many writers.
yeah, so like basically whatever you make, someone else out there, there's a mathematical certainty that someone else out there has written about nearly exactly the same thing. But
Exactly.
I feel like there's a lot of poems that I've read growing up that have deeply impacted me, um, and have been a big influence of who I am today. And when I look back at those poems, I don't really think about this is something different because again, for example, if we're writing about love, there's so many love poems out there, right? But
Yeah.
it's the specific way that they write about it, it's the specific context that they write in, and the specific touch of the author, even if there's other similar things that I find really valuable. So I think, um, no matter who you are, no matter how you want to look at the book, if you read it and there's something that you take away from it, even if it's not my personal interpretations of how I look at each piece or why I wrote each piece, as long as you take something from it, I think I've done a good job, and I think that's something that's valuable in and of itself.
Nice. Ayan. Thank you. Patingin naman ng book. Nandyan ba sa'yo? Ayan. There you go. So, is it also in cream paper, if I'm
Uh,
not mistaken? Or
some
white?
copies of some copies of the book were printed in cream paper, but the ones distributed at MIBF were in white paper.
Okay. Nice. It's still nice. Okay, so ayan, medyo may iba-ibang versions tayo. But I think that's usual for indie publishing, no? Or I would say small publishers na sometimes small prints tapos well, at least that's a good sign na nakakailang prints ka na ng book mo. And road to ano na yan, road to being a bestseller. Okay.
Yeah.
Yan. Maraming salamat sa mga sumuporta kay Dave because nung nandun tayo sa MIDF, madalas yang hinahanap. Medyo na-delay lang, pero sobrang hinahanap siya. So yun, Dave, thank you so much. Saan ka namin pwede i-follow at ano yung mga susunod mo pang gagawin? We're excited about that.
Yeah. So honestly, I came out of nowhere. I don't really have any social media pages aside from my personal Facebook page. So it's facebook.com/bigbluewell, BLUWELL. So if there's going to be any updates, you might see it there. I might also be planning for the creation of a Facebook page, maybe an Instagram. Who knows? We'll see. As for future plans, definitely I'm going to be writing more poetry. There's so many more things that I want to say and I want to put out into the world. And maybe at some point down the line, I might even try my hand at writing novels. And
Yeah, so that's Dave just getting started. Marami pa siyang gagawin. Okay, thank you so much, Dave. We're so excited sa mga
thank
susunod
you.
mo pang books. And Aster Approximations. Medyo mahaba yung title, but you know, you know what? You're right. You have this reputation. You're building this reputation. We can't wait na sa mas mahabang title pa.
We'll look forward to it.
Yeah, very much looking forward to that. Thank you, Dave. Thank you so much. And ayan, sa mga nanonood sa atin ngayon, maraming salamat at medyo naantay nyo, medyo na-delay tayo ng pag-start today. But, we have two meaty books na we just launched online officially here at 8 Letters. Pero medyo matagal na siya available sa market, mga more than 1 month na. But at least, you're here, you're supporting these amazing writers. Ayan, once again, thank you so much. We're live here now at Frankfurt. Criselda Yabes is just right in front of me. She's on the international stage, and that just shows na, the Filipino writers, Filipino publishers, were here. We're learning along the way, pero at the same time, we're trying to build a lot of foundations, for the future generations. Ayan, thank you, Dave. Thank you sa mga nanood sa atin ngayon. Maraming salamat. We'll see you next Saturday. Bye.